Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into the world of Farmer Mac. No, not the old McDonald's farm, but the Federal Agricultural Mortgage Corporation. It might sound boring, but trust me, the numbers tell a story that involves big salaries, stock options, and a bit of government influence. Let's decode this report and see what's really going on behind the scenes. This report is called an 8K, which is basically a snapshot of important events that a company needs to tell the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, about. The earliest event in this report happened in March of 2025. It looks like something interesting happened to the people at the top. Alright, let's talk money. Specifically, how much the top executives at Farmer Mac are making. It seems like the people in charge of deciding how much people get paid, which is called the Human Capital and Compensation Committee, gave some raises and stock options to the big bosses. Raises mean they get more money every year, and stock options mean they get a chance to buy a company's stock, which can be worth a lot if the company does well. So Zachary Carpenter, who's in charge of business stuff, got his salary bumped up from $465,000 a year to $475,000 a year. That's an extra $10,000 a year. That's an extra $5,000, $15,000 extra dollars per year. Wow, these changes are retro $20,000, $40,000. And finally, Aparna Ramesh, the chief financial officer, saw her salary go from $5,000 to $40,000 to $5,255. His salary went from $415,000 extra dollars per year. It got from $540,000 to $45,000 to $440,000 to $424,000 to $55,000. And finally, Aparna Ramesh, the chief financial officer, saw her salary go from $54. His salary went from $415,000 extra dollars per year. Wow, these changes are retroactive, meaning they take effect from the beginning of the year in January. But wait, there's more. It seems the big bosses also got what are called stock appreciation rights, or SARs. These SARs let them make money if the company's stock price goes up. Think of it like this. If the stock price goes up, they get the difference between the price when they got the SARs and the higher price later on. Here's the breakdown. Bradford Nordholm, the head honcho, got 6,500 and Aparna Ramesh each got 1,974 SARs. Stephen Mullery received 1,353 SARs. And Mark Crady got 83 SARs, and Mark Crady got 83 SARs, and Mark Crady got 83 SARs. And Mark Crady got 83 SARs, and Mark Crady got 83 SARs. The price to buy the stock is locked in at $202.001 per share. If the stock goes above that price, these executives will make money. The SARs don't all become available at once. They vest, meaning they become usable over 3 years in equal parts in March 2026, 2027, and 2026, 2027, and 2028. They also have an expiration date, which is in March of 2035, so they have 10 years to use it. Okay, now let's talk about restricted stock units, or RSUs. These are basically promises of company stock, but with strings attached. The stock can only be claimed if certain conditions are met. The executive officers are getting two types of RSUs. The first type, called time-based vesting, simply vests over time. It takes 3 years to fully vest. The second type is performance-based, meaning they only vest if the company hits certain goals. Bradford Nordholm is getting 3,939 time-based RSUs and a target of 1,970 performance-based RSUs. Zachary Carpenter and Aparna Ramesh are each getting 1,001 time-based RSUs and a target of 258 unbased RSUs and a target of 251 performance-based RSUs. And Stephen Mullery is getting 800 E100 and Aparni 8 RSUs and a target of 251 performance-based RSUs. And Stephen Mullery is getting 801 time-based RSUs and a target of 251 performance-based RSUs and a target of 251 performance-based RSUs and a target of 251 performance-based RSUs. And Stephen Mullery is getting 81 free time-based RSUs and a target of 407 performance-based RSUs and a target of 407 performance-based RSUs. The directors, meaning the board members, are all getting 376 RSUs each. Some notable names include Chester Culver, Richard Davidson, and Sarah Favre. Here's where it gets interesting. The performance-based RSUs are tied to a metric called earnings before credit, which is essentially the company's profits before accounting for loan losses. So the executives need to make sure that the company is highly profitable and has high-quality loans. There are also gatekeeper metrics related to capital and asset quality. Farmer Mac needs to keep enough money and their assets can't be too risky. If Farmer Mac fails these metrics, the executives don't get anything. The details of the gatekeeper metrics is Farmer Mac needs to follow all the rules about how much capital or money they need to have. Also, the amount of loans that go bad has to stay below a certain percentage. If the company hits a target of $605 million in earnings, the executives will get 100% of their target RSUs. If they do even better, they could get up to 200% of the target. If they really mess things up, they could get 0%. Let's check on a promise the company made a few years ago. Back in 2022, Farmer Mac promised some RSUs to the executives as long as they hit goals between 2022 and the end of 2024. Farmer Mac has earned $478.5 million. That's more than the maximum goal of $43,847. Hey, Bradford Nordholm is getting 4,064 shares. Carpenter is getting 1,382. Crady is getting 672. Mullery is getting 1,118. And Ramesh is getting 1,018. And Ramesh is getting 1,424. But wait, there's still more. The executives also got cold hard cash bonuses. These bonuses were based on how well Farmer Mac did in terms of earnings, revenue, business volume, and asset quality, as well as how well the executives led the company. Bradford Nordholm got a whopping $719,230. Zachary Carpenter got $330, 1727 not. Crady got $49,864 times 666. Stephen Mullery got $117.40 ned, old 870,000, old font 8 eat. In at Hana Ramesh got $20,42,730. And Welcome Weltham $90,000 edgy seat. And Aparna Ramesh got $200 to $2,731 8. One thing to keep in mind is that all of these payouts are subject to what's called a clawback policy. If the executives do something wrong, or if the company's financial results are later found to be inaccurate, Farmer Mac can take back some of the money. So what's the story here? Well, it looks like Farmer Mac is rewarding its executives handsomely. The raises, stock options, and cash bonuses are all tied to the company's performance. On the one hand, it's good to see executives being rewarded for doing a good job. On the other hand, some people might argue that these payouts are excessive, especially given Farmer Mac's role as a government-sponsored enterprise. It's a topic that often raises questions about fairness and how we value people's work. Looking at it from a business perspective, if everything is going well, then giving bonuses and stocks is a smart choice to keep people happy and motivated, especially if you have very important positions. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe for more corporate decoder content.